you reckon? I reckon he might have the best break in Australia. It's got to be up there. It's a good system.
That was pretty funny.
Kick on as well. Yeah, well, you stop straight up, see?
I'll post that one.
Oh, he's playing a match.
Oh, is he?
Don't make me turn that off.
Kenny's breath.
Can you like what?
His body went everywhere.
It's not really good. But actually, I think about it, I'm not really push it to the left, I'm more likely. Good news is you got the 1-0 goal. Sorry? Yeah!
Oh, 5. Oh, that's what's happening.
Yeah, when the
Shit.
on that one.
Easy. It's the one.
Straight on there. Straight on there.
Is that guy playing Kenny?
Hearing it last it was also lovely that at the same time. And are you streaming it all through tomorrow? I'm going to start with my nice coffee. Is that right? But yeah. You gotta have 2 people. It'll happen like that. And you know what's gonna happen? The first round is gonna be like, it's gonna be like something like you and Mark, or you and me, and Mark. It always happens like that. It'll be like, if you play something from someone else, and it's just gonna be playing against each other in the first round. It's that crack. The mic's on.
It's big. really need to get
I understand what you're saying. Like it's sure. Gus, what we want to commentate on the special. Because when people commentate, it's strange.
Hey Matty, can you send Chopper a Facebook message and just say the comp's about to start? My phone's gone dead. Oh, no? Oh, okay. Right, what's the time now? It's hard to catch you at the start when you're doing that.
Oh, it doesn't bother me, really.
So what do you want to know?
You'll have to, I can't wait long for the rest of it. It's connected up. So I'm like, oh, yeah, I'll be here.
microphones require them to be on 48 volts. Some of the microphones get their own power from the two keys. They just require 48 to just get switch that off. But as it happens, it doesn't matter. If you provide 48 to those that don't need it, it doesn't matter. One of the ones I use ones here, I have the little like pop shield over that people can see that one. It's just the sunlight. So if you ever want to buy a couple of mics and plug them in, yeah, but honestly, you don't need. You can ignore the red ones. You leave the panning forward, and then this equalization is mostly like if you have background noise, it's like high pitch with a highs. If it's low pitch,
like bass.
yeah, that's what I say. Yeah, like noise and stuff like that. The background. So if you've got a TV going right next to it, you might want to like little music and things and stuff. But if you've got a band next door, you might want to put a little bit of bass. I don't know.
I thought you still had a few chances to get it out.
Yeah, but it's a good thing. It also means like at some stage you want to you've got to yeah, true. We should have just waited for it over Colin Saturn. On YouTube? Yeah. So you don't use
YouTube, everyone can access it. Some people are dandy signing up or pressing to it.
and this way you can embed it all the link to the video that will be on the
Did you have much
$9.50 now. So I got $100 from it gave me cash, so I'm not going to put it on the fundraising takes like 10%.
That's not on the platform. Yeah. Imagine you take some. Yeah, you're doing well then. So there's something that's fantastic. It was a good idea to go ahead and it's also right?
Yeah.
It's a little quite straight. See, I'm on here.
I don't think it's that camera.
It might be the camera.
Yeah.
Do you have this is, I don't know if that's the case. But it's not like readouts. It might be worth considering.
Doesn't look so bad when you think
We get that in the And I like the second screen is where the comic book choices and more about it.
Yeah, exactly.
So you're not commentating this week?
I could commentate, I guess. If you want to commentate. I'll let you commentate for the moment.
Every ACC live stream.
Yeah, pretty much. Right. Oh, sorry, you said that.
Oh, okay.
On live stream, I can actually tell you how much.
Yeah.
Isn't it? Oh, mate.
A lot of swings from the CEO.
See that black one? Black one on the right hand side. Right in front of you. That big.
Stream this one, is it?
Sound levels.
You guys can't take away from each other.
I'm led to believe that Kenny actually was 8-2 down in the first match. Brought it back, so he's done pretty well to get 11-8 out of that. Roughly, obviously, very well known in the pool community. Bit of a legend.
What's that pool is that?
So there's a
So I didn't see the early part of this match, but it looks like Kenny got up quite quickly. Pretty tight right now. Certainly where we are now with his frame. Looks like this is bread and butter finish stuff for Kenny. Just got to get good cue ball control, and of course I've just jinxed him straight away. He's just over here now. Just needs a nice up and down. Yellow in the middle. Canada red. Leave it. No. On the right, he's going to deal with that first. The two on the bottom, got a little bit of work to do there. Yeah, he'll be unhappy with that. But he's got a lot of reds that he can use to cover the yellows. He's left a little bit of a sniff. I think Ken's got a bit of work to do to try and maybe get the fun for the second one. A little bit of a shoddy red just ran over here, that black is at the bottom right. I might just see if we can top this one too. Get behind the black. Oh, it seems to be fine. Perfect for the black. Inadvertently. So yeah, now this match must be driver's seat. He's under no pressure here, he doesn't need to take his balls on. Rusty's a pretty attacking player, so one might think he'd just go straight into the out, but no, he's got to tighten up. Can't quite see if he's left a bit of yellow. I don't think he has, but he's got the opportunity to get up and down. Rusty's spewing about that one, not happy at all. Oh, it's a good effort, and again got a perfect white. But I suspect he's not going to get another go at this. All balls are very horrible now. Just about picking the right route. It's a lost one. That's a nice shot. He's full on his hand early, which means he's got those two available. Doesn't have to go well from that last red to get on the black now. That's gone. Okay, just a stun run through. Was he going to? Yeah, perfect. Just drop the black in. That's easy. And that's 7-all. So now we've got a race to 4. I think looking at the kind of players these guys are as well, Rusty's well known for being a very fluent player. Yeah, you got that one. Yeah, Rusty got up there, 7-all. Rusty's a very fluent player. Likes to get into the balls. He's one of those players where if he gets ahead of steam, he's hard to stop. And I think that Kenny's going into this match knowing that if he can just slow him down a little bit and just tighten up, then he'll give himself a good chance. Kenny also a very good potter of the ball, good cue ball control. So he's very much a more deliberate player than Rusty, certainly. The way I'd see it when I see them both play. See what Kenny can do here. There's a bit of work to do in this frame. Big cluster of balls in the middle of the table. We've got the yellows covering the red in the bottom right. So he's tried to cannon the pack there. And he's got one red out, but that still leaves that red right in the middle there, up against the black. So he's just going to see if he can run that red along the bottom rail and just take the pocket. An opportunity to break the pack as well.
Do you want to?
Long said, do you want to come up and commentate? Pistols in here, but I've given it a crack once. Apparently I'm doing it with you.
I reckon you should be right in here. We've got a co-commentator, Paul's just jumping in here, which is good because I hate talking to myself. So if Rusty can play the deliberate foul here and just cannon onto the red and take the pocket, that's exactly what he's done. Then that puts him in control. Kenny's not going to get out here with 2 visits.
If you'd like to register for tonight's money comp, you can come up and see me now. It's $20 per person.
Sweet. Good shot, Kenny.
So we've got a co-commentator here.
Except the, I've only just walked in, I have no idea what's going on, but I saw balls go in.
Welcome to the mic, Paul.
Thank you, Dan. Yeah,
Last time we had about 10 viewers online.
right. Well, welcome you 10 viewers. I reckon if you just keep trying to get online, you'll just keep seeing Kenny and Rusty play one another because they just can't keep away from each other. They've fucking been playing each other for 2 days straight. Kenny's getting close every bloody time. He's just not quite across the line. What's the what?
What's the F?
Oh, sorry, yes. And I'll let us swear online. Yeah, well, I've had a few to drink, but don't worry about me. I'm here all week.
So how'd you go today, Paul? While we're talking, Paul, did you go all right?
Yeah, top my group, which was good.
Oh, that's all right.
Yeah, I got lucky. As you do, whenever you win.
Rather be lucky than good sometimes.
Bloody heck. Yeah.
So we've got Rusty here's just found himself
He's
snookered.
on yellows and he's got 2. So you imagine you'll cut this, come off the red, off the cushion, back to the black in the centre. Oh, he's got Rusty. You never know. Oh, it's not quite what he wanted, but he'll take it up the end.
He's just got a drop in back to the top corner. No, of course, goes the double.
Oh, he's only had a few to drink. I was talking to Rusty earlier today, actually. I was asking him about, he plays a lot of really deep bottom screw, particularly when he's trying to get out of snookers, with a lot of side. I was asking him what size tip he's using. He's using 10.2mm tip. And I was saying, oh, well, that explains it, you know. Doesn't matter how low you go, at least some of it's got to hit the ball.
Oh, that's a good shot there by
Yeah, good
Kenny.
shot, Kenny.
Right, this is really bread and butter stuff for Kenny now. He'd expect to finish this one from here.
Tell you what, he's determined, Kenny. He's gone down 11-8, 11-8, and he's about to go up 8-7 if he doesn't muck this up. Shot.
One thing Kenny does very well is just the simple stuff. He's very dependable on those outs where the ball's all available, and he's very scientific and calculating the way he goes about his finishes. Gets the right side of the ball most times. Plays percentages.
Yeah, no, absolutely. He's a pretty solid player, Kenny. Anyway, for the first time in 2 days, we get to see what Rusty's going to be like against him under a bit of pressure because Kenny's in front.
So just remember, Kenny got a four head start.
He got a forehead start. Yeah, well, let's pretend he didn't for a minute. Makes it far more interesting. Yeah, I've got to say, I reckon Kenny was a better player 10 years ago, but he's slowly getting back to his old form.
So perhaps you can correct me if I'm wrong, Paul, but I believe Kenny made the world team when he went to the World Champs many, many years ago.
I'm actually not sure about the world team, but I do know he was the first ACT player to make an Australian side outright. He went to the Nationals and shot 70%, I think, and went straight to play for Australia and went to the Worlds and yeah, did well. He's an underrated player and he's just probably suffering from a little bit of lack of confidence these days, which he's trying to get back, I think. But I remember seeing him play 10 years ago when he did make that Australian team, and tell you what, you were talking about slow and methodical. He could pot anything back then. I reckon he was a better player, and confidence is everything, as Rusty shows pretty much every time he comes to the table. You can't afford doubt in this game, and I think every pool player tries to extract it every time they come to the table.
Very true. Well, there's a little bit of work to do here on the table. Kenny's going to try and extract this red in this shot. Okay, it's where the poor gods come in, and they've not been that kind to him on this occasion, so he's still got work to do on that. How do you approach this, Paul? Do you go the hard ball first, or do you try and deal with all the others and use those as?
Well, I don't know, but every time I leave my hardest ball to last, I lose. So if I don't think I'm going to be able to promote my hardest ball early, then I'm usually trying to wait until they leave me an opportunity to. There's no point just potting balls, because if you leave your hardest ball to last and you break it out, you've only got one ball to go for if you get it wrong. And so if you can he just try to do it then, break his hard ball out early? He just missed it. And now he's got a bit of work to do in terms of trying to either just play this out, promote a ball, set this up the top, let Rusty go for it. No one wants to let Rusty go for it, so he's probably going to try and pot out. But sometimes that can be our mistake. You think you're playing a good player and I have to go for it, whereas he didn't really have a great out there in terms of, he could have ended up with this one in the centre, this one over here in the centre, and knocked his other ball down, which is probably what he was trying to do.
I think that's part of the challenge when you're playing someone like Rusty. He's such a capable player, and he can finish a manner on the table. That it means that you tend to think, well, I'm going to have to go for it, we'll have the opportunity, because otherwise he plays a shot, gets his ball out. Even now he's not perfect on that yellow on the bottom left, but he's got four yellows in which he can get behind it, pop it out, off 3 cushions. I mean, he's been quite unlucky there. That was a good effort. But you find yourself losing frames from nowhere. You feel like you've got it.
Yeah, well, that's what good players do. They put you under pressure, and I reckon good players win half their games from their opposition playing stupid shots, and the other half of them from being brilliant. And it's the brilliance that makes the players they're playing make mistakes that they wouldn't normally. And I guess that's what you've got to combat when you play them. Is you've got to get yourself into a headspace where you're the brilliant player and not them. There's no point thinking Rusty, Jesus, he's good, because that's just going to scare you out of your next pot. Anyway, I wish I could fucking overcome it, because it's very hard.
So here we go, he's going to play this one. Natural angle, maybe a bit of right hand side, come across 2, pop it out. Oh, he's missed the pot. So he's
See, now that's a brilliant shot, but again, that's a shot of a confident player. He's gone to pot a ball in the corner to break his other ball out. But in going for that shot, he's also opening it up for Kenny, opening up Kenny's dead ball.
Yeah,
But,
that's right.
But the good players make them over and over again. And
Oh, but that's very that's very unfortunate because not only has he gone in off and given Rusty two, he's just nudged the black over the middle. So
see, this is what I mean. Rusty will be saying to himself, "Oh, how the hell am I ending up in this position with 2 shots on reds, on yellows?" And when Kenny I'd given Kenny a chance, but he's not alone here. Fucking everyone does it against good players. They get opportunities and waste them.
I can't see him losing here with 2, and I was right. Look at that. That's a prediction. Yeah, I think Rusty would be a bit disappointed. He wasn't closer on that black. It was only about 3 inches away.
You're wasted. What sort of job do you do? You should take this up as a bloody full-time role. I just keep talking shit. You don't actually know what you're talking about.
I'm much better as someone watching pool than playing it.
Join the club.
You did well last night.
Oh yeah, I did all right last night. I played a money match against Jenks, and it was very. I think it was quite generous. He didn't take the opportunities when he had them, and I was in a position where I was able to. So
anyway, there's only been one player willing to take Rusty on for cash here, and that's been Kenny. So good luck to you, mate. You're doing well.
I've seen a rare dry break there from Rusty because he can split the balls. Let's see what Kenny can do with this.
Yeah. Well, they're all there. I'm just wondering about that yellow next to the red in the centre. Does that go in the centre or not?
I do say it would.
Yeah, it's hard to see from here.
We assume it
It
does.
looks tight. It looks tight. Well, he's played.
If it is,
red,
then
so it
he's
must be on.
then he's got a good chance for an out here.
So is it 400 each or 200 each?
He's just got to think about which
Okay.
yellow am I going to play to get on the black. I suspect he's going to find it easy to play the upper yellows and end up on the bottom one last, but he needs to be in good position for that.
Does the black go to the bottom left corner? I mean,
I think it does.
It's a very available black.
I think it does go in both corners, so
No, we've got our
reckon it does.
expert here. Assures us that it doesn't go to the bottom left, so he's going to
Who's
look
the
to
expert?
play that to.
George,
Yeah, we've got George here.
you can see it.
He's had a
Doesn't
look.
go?
He's in a better position than we are. But it looks like the black doesn't go past the red, so that means he's going to have black available to the left centre pocket.
Well, that changes things a lot because coming off this bottom yellow, one closest to the rail, it's a bit harder to get onto the right hand corner than the left hand corner. So,
But now he's forced himself to take that yellow to the middle.
so
And
that's
he can't screw back, so he's going to have to stop this through and play to that bottom. Oh, he's come all the way down. Oh, I thought he was going to hold for the other
that's a
yellow.
poor shot.
Yeah,
You won't be happy
he'll be
with that.
unhappy with that.
Yeah. I would almost be trying to tie Rusty up here, put that yellow onto the red and just let it sit there.
Yeah, I mean, how do you contain the frame from here?
Well, you just push this yellow onto this red and put the yellow up onto the red next to the black and let him waste a shot and then come back in and start again because you're in no position to win from here. I mean, even that's given Rusty a chance. I would have pushed the yellow onto it. And Kenny's hoping Rusty doesn't run out from here. And
That's how I tend to play pool. Hope that the opposition doesn't run out.
yeah,
They
but they're
often
playing.
do.
Well, most of the time they don't. But if you're playing the top five, one of the top 5 players in the country, you're going to have to bloody do something more than just push them around.
So yeah, Rusty's quite happy to play the waiting game here. Just develops his problem ball. It's off the cushions.
We showed a fair degree of patience there, Rusty. He hasn't left Kenny a whole lot of options. If you can cut this yellow and leave it on this red, that'd be a good shot. He's in trouble from here.
Well, they're all open, aren't they, Paul?
Yeah, you think he can just screw straight back here and get the one in the centre, and then he's out.
Really, now he can do anything with the cue ball. All
Yeah,
three
yeah.
balls, very available.
Absolutely, yeah. No, Rusty's control of the white. That's why he's a difficult person to commentate for, because you think, oh, how would I do it? I'd play through a bit of top here and put this one on the corner and then that one on the corner and screw back for the black. But his control of the white means he can pretty much put that white wherever the hell he wants. It's a good shot if that red goes in the centre. You can just run through here, put the other one in the centre
Although
as well.
it's Rusty, so he's surely going to screw it.
That's true.
Yeah.
Although he probably wishes he wasn't Rusty now. Top might have been better. Don't think he'll worry about it. Look how much side he's using
Look
here.
at that. See, when I use that much side, it's called a swerve. And I mean, he's giving Kenny a sniff here. I mean, Kenny can obviously, he's got the easy snooker. He could develop his yellow here, maybe push it over the middle. However, he's leaving Rusty the straight up and down. So maybe he's going to be forced to take it to the top corner. No, he's going to just.
He might have left him on regardless here.
Yeah, I think he's tried to cover the up and down double, but he's left him this side.
Oh no.
Okay.
He's still got a shot.
So what do you play here, Paul? I mean,
You go for it, mate.
You force it,
you-
100% pot.
No, you absolutely go for it, and you've got to remember that you're going to need a shot. You don't want to make two hard balls, so you play one good pot, good position on this next one. There's not much safety here. Although he's fucking tell you what, he's turned a safety, turned it out of safety.
That's a
Great
good shot.
shot.
You see the way he played that. He played a lot of bottom there.
A lot
And
of
he
bottom.
was looking to maybe even try and cannon yellow and then hold for the snooker.
Yeah, well, I have no idea what I'm talking about because he's just played a brilliant safety from there.
Yeah, that's a great shot. So again, Rusty's got the up and down with a bit of left hand side if he needs to. Looks like that's how he's playing it. Played a bit of pace, so that if he
there you go.
if he does get it, it'll come out for the black. But he's just
We
missed
all
that
make
red.
mistakes. Anyway, just goes to show you hang in there long enough, you might end up with a win.
Nice
shot.
Yeah, he's played that well. He's come on 3 cushions there. He'd like to have come up a little bit higher, but that's kind of being picky. He's got 2 on this. He can use 2 on the yellow if he needs to.
Yes.
Or if he rolls this one in, the white's going to come across the table anyway for the black to the same corner. Although it looks like the left corner's available too, so
He's got to be careful he doesn't snooker himself when he comes back across here.
I think I'd be inclined to use
Does he have
2.
two or just
He's got 2 shots, Dennis.
snooking
So
himself?
he's done exactly as you just predicted there, Paul. I would have been inclined to use 2 on that and just nudge it over the pocket, and then you've got an easy pot it out.
Well, that was the right shot, Dan.
Having said that, if that yellow dropped, we'd say that was a perfect shot.
That's
so.
right. Oh, that's a great shot. That's a great
So
shot.
it's a good recovery. Now he's left the straightforward up and down, but
Can he miss
where's
it?
the white
Can he
going to
miss
go?
it twice? Yes, he can.
He certainly can. Well, important frame as well. 8 all, race to 11. I mean, we've got a race to 3 now, so
I've been struggling with these shots because you can screw back around the black, but it's very easy to go too far because you're trying to play length of the table with a bit of fucking bottom right. And the white always wants to go a little bit further than you think. And there we go, and I'm not sure if it goes inside this red or not on the screen. It does.
Yeah, it looks like it does.
I've been told it does, so he must have known that, so good shot. Great shot, Ken. Yeah, well done.
Well, that was at one point in that frame it looked unlikely that Kenny was going to get up there, so he's done well.
This goes to show if you can maintain pressure long enough, everyone makes mistakes. So
See, if I'm Kenny now going to this frame, I'm 9-8 up, it's a race to 11. For me, this is the frame I really want to win because suddenly I'm on the hill.
yep,
And
absolutely.
Then Rusty's got to win 3.
Bloody oath, it's an important frame, and I guess he's been winning doing what he's doing, and his temptation is going to be to let's get there.
Yeah.
But he's got to make sure he just maintains composure here and just plays the balls as he's been given.
I often feel that way when I play matches that are at 3-2. I think, well, if I lose this one, it's 3-all. If I win out on 4-2, I've got double their frames.
Yep.
And it's that psychological difference between being on the same number of frames, who have them twice as many as the opponent.
Oh, absolutely. If you're playing in a race, you definitely want to be in front. And as soon as you end up 2 in front, you feel like you've got a bit of a buffer. So you always want to get there, but sometimes being too anxious to get there means you play a different game. And what was working for you, you abandoned for something in a desperate attempt to get in front. So
I think most of us have been in matches though where we've been on the hill, and that's the hardest frame to win.
bloody oath. Well, Rusty's
Yeah,
behind
nice,
here,
nice
and
shot there by Rusty.
And this is where good players usually shine. Rusty's had a few drinks, but I've seen him sitting there at the TOB down in beers for the last 4 hours, so we'll forgive him a few mistakes. He did give me a good tip on a horse, mind you. I'm 80 up, so I do owe him. I reckon he's a champion, Rusty. Champion.
Well, I'm gonna stick my neck out and say this is 9-all.
Bloody oath. Yeah, no, he must have looked at this before he played it, so it must be on. Oh, it's onto the centre. And
Oh, he's left a little bit of awkward.
Absolutely perfect.
That's right, just off the cushion.
just off the cushion. Not hampered by the other end.
But that's good cueing.
Yep.
Apparently, it's a real benefit to be able to cue straight in this game. I've tried doing it. It doesn't help my game at all. So I'll sit with my banana cueing. Been doing it too long. But these guys can both cue straight. And now we've got a race to 2.
Yeah, no, good stuff, Kenny. Win this one and you'll have him on the pump. Holy dooly.
Oh, there we are.
Only 3 balls in. Pack of balls in the middle of the table. I like yellows, yeah.
Yeah.
Pocket blocks.
I have to go
snookers
yellow
straight up.
away. So he's tightened up straight away. He's
Good
put
shot.
Kenny on the back foot. Although the white's run a little bit too far there.
Yeah, but he's forcing Kenny to play a red that's blocking one of his yellows as well. So
There's still some pull to play in this frame. Look, we've got a bit of a cluster in the middle there. We've still got these players still have to pick these out. See what happens in that bottom right corner as well. All it takes is someone to win that pocket. Well,
Yeah, well, that's not good.
can't explain that one.
If I'd played that,
Adrenaline rush.
if I was playing Rusty and that's what he'd been left, I'd be going, fuck. Like, I mean, excuse me, that's terrible.
Oh, well, there seems to be a little bit of consternation here about
I
a
didn't see it.
possible foul. So it sounds to me like Rusty thought that Kenny's shot was a foul when he played into the pack.
Yeah, didn't see it. Can't comment.
Now I'm sure there'll be the benefit of replays. We'll play this back later and see whether that was a fair call or not. Either way, game's going on with single visit, and I think Rusty probably only needs one visit from here. He's got two very available yellows, just in case of pick the route.
You know, Kenny's going to have to really pull it out here. Next frame, he's going to be focusing right now on what he's going to be doing next. Forget about this.
I think that was an example of, you know, a frame where you've got the break. You know, you get a ball from the break, and then you give your player, the opposing player, no options. Kenny came to table and he
Yeah, and
really
he
had
was
nothing there.
Bloody
Nothing he
oath,
could
and he's
do.
opening up. The only option he had was opening up the balls for Rusty. So, yeah, no, it was a good first shot. Second shot, actually, from Rusty.
So yeah, that was a
Up the hill.
pretty easy finish there for Rusty. Not too much work for him to do there. All the balls are available. And now we've got Kenny on the break, so he'll want to try and impose himself in this frame and have a good break.
Yeah, well, this is the frame for Kenny. He wants to just not just win it. He wants to actually make a statement, send Rusty into the last frame with a little bit of doubt in his mind.
So what we're seeing there, Paul, is what you see in this game all the time, and that's the post-game post-mortem. I did this, you did that, I thought this was a foul, I didn't think it was a foul.
At the end of the day, it comes down to, I mean, I remember watching Woodsy play Ben Noonan in the bloody state, in the Australian title semi-final, and beat Ben Noonan clean. Ben Noonan didn't get a shot, I don't think. I don't think Woodsy missed the shot. Ben Noonan didn't get a break, didn't get a ball off the break, and Woodsy potted everything. And it was an absolute whitewash. And then he played Rusty in the final, and Rusty just hammered balls, intimidated, got Steve under pressure. Steve suddenly started missing. Rusty won the title. Well, Kenny wants to win here. He's going to have to do that to Rusty right now. He's going to have to pull out a big frame and walk into his next frame with a hell of a lot of confidence and put some doubt in Rusty's mind.
So the balls are really open. You see, there's the only issue I can see is that bottom left red is covered to the corner. Although there may be a chance to go jaw and cover that pocket if he needs to later. He's opted reds, and now he's got two reds down at the bottom left corner. So I think there's going to be an onus him to try and get that pocket.
He has to absolutely own this pocket down here now. There's not too many opportunities to run out. He may be trying to do this right now, run out, cut this one across the table, knock his other red clear.
Oh, he's played that well.
He's still okay here. He's got one in the centre. He's got to be able to pop this one in the centre and get onto the, and hopefully that one next to the black is on to the corner, which is what Rusty's looking at right now, and I'm not sure that it is. So
I think it was pretty unfortunate not to have that red available to the bottom right corner there. Obviously the yellow's popped out, and you're kind of in the lap of the pool gods when you play those kind of shots.
I think he's playing the black onto the red. Oh no, he's gone. Oh, good shot, Ken.
He's
No luck.
attempted an audacious cut at that pace to the middle, and that was, you can't get closer without potting. You'd have to say if he got that was frame ball, because you had the bottom red available to the bottom left corner, all the other reds were available, and now this is a case of, you think Russell going through the motions.
Yep. But it's a game of millimetres and anything can happen.
You know, we've all done the thing where we played games, played matches, you lose, and especially if you lose by a frame as well, you look back and you think,
It was
there's
one shot.
ball, there was one shot. If I
was
got
one
that
shot.
shot, that was the match. And yeah, I mean, there are many such shots, but I'm trying to think that if that fine cut to the middle had dropped, which it very nearly did, then this would be a different frame.
Well, this is why Kenny's playing Rusty for money. It's not about the money for Kenny, it's about putting himself under pressure against good players. And the more often you do that, the less mistakes you end up making. And good on him for having a go. I think he's actually fouled there, so Kenny's got a chance to put this red in the centre and run out. Now, what does he do? What does he do? He's got a shot at this red near the black to put it in the centre now, or he can play this one inside his yellow.
Yeah, I think he's going to play the one side of the yellow.
Can he get back? No, he's not even trying to, so this will be interesting.
Yeah, he's just going to come off the cushion. Do the white in the middle, and it gives him two options. Yeah. Rusty's having a bit of a chuckle to himself after that shot.
Yeah, well, it'll be interesting to see how he gets back under this red, because I'm not sure it goes in the corner.
Yeah, didn't want to run too far, but
yeah, I'm not sure how he's going to get onto this other red.
No, that's okay. I think he can drop this yellow to the middle. No pace, and leave the white round about where it is, and I think there's still enough red there.
Mike, though, I'm not sure. It must do. He must go.
Yeah, he can see enough of that red.
Yeah,
Otherwise, he wouldn't have played that shot.
Just had a look off the screen. Yeah, no, he can.
Yeah, he's still got 2 visits as well. So
10 all. If it's
cool,
on,
you've called it.
If it's on, he'll pot it. I'm not sure if it was on. I don't think it was on either. Yeah.
So yeah, we've just heard from Rusty there that it wasn't on. So he's obviously played on the safe side anyway, expecting to get a second visit on it. But of course, it's now killed that red. So very unlucky. What's he going to do? Play the double here?
No, come off it and land on the other yellow next to it. Leave Rusty's shit.
Yep.
He just hasn't hit it quite hard enough, and I think he might have just left Rusty a shot, possibly. You wanted to be off it and then touching that other yellow almost. Now you might have a yellow to the centre.
Jeez, Paul, it's a game of small margins. I mean, that first effort on that red where it was touching the black, you know, a touch shorter, only with our second shot on that red and then a black. Instead, it ran a little bit too far. Different game.
Oh God!
Right, look at this.
I don't know what's going on here.
He's Rusty's done him a favour by clearing all those yellows out, and now he's got 2 open balls. Kenny will take no time.
Kenny's been putting himself under pressure for 2 days now. You'd reckon he'd do this. Good hit. See, now this is where Kenny becomes dangerous if he pots his ball.
Well,
he will become dangerous. So
we have a race to 1. They could have saved a lot of time and just had a race to 1 at the start, you know.
Rusty will last the break.
But that's George has made a good point. Rusty's got the break. We know he can smash those balls.
He might need to, because Kenny's no wimp. He's managed to get to the heel. He'll definitely be he'll definitely be having a crack here.
Oh, yeah, it is. Here's Rusty's break. Well, who would have thought? Race
here
to
we
1.
go. Do you want Rusty breaking in the last frame when you're 10 all? Probably not. But
Definitely.
there we go. He hasn't got one off the break, and Kenny is going to be going, yeehaw, yellows, here I come.
Can you make sure I'm in the comp?
Good hit.
Well, if there's one
It's
time
got straight under the ball. It's hardest, one of the hardest balls on the table, and you can pot this, come up the table at 3 or 4 inches. Put this other one in the corner, knock his yellow
snag one
clear and the black clear all at the same time
snag
potentially.
one off you.
Well, that's what I'd be trying to do.
It's your last one.
Perfect.
Thank
Now
you.
we can run straight.
what's he going to do? Is he going to try
He's
and
gonna-
pop that yellow out?
He's going to cut this bottom yellow into the right-hand corner pocket and try and come off it to not. Oh, no, he's going straight at this one in the centre.
Oh yeah,
There you go. Well, fair enough.
got perfect on it. I wasn't sure if he could see it, but obviously he
he's on
can.
Turn the collar.
The only reason I would have played it the other way was to try and get the
What are you playing?
black clear of those reds,
Sorry?
but I think he's got either the bottom right
This is
corner
for
pocket
eight.
or
Tomorrow
the
I'll be a sitter.
left-hand centre pocket to go in with the black, so he has got options.
Yeah, I think it's needed.
I wouldn't like to be
think
be
he's
Kenny's
going for
opponent in this position, put it that way. Although he has got a tricky shot here. I don't know that I would be liking to put this yellow inside the other one in the centre, because if you, you're going to have trouble getting position.
I quite agree. I
You
mean,
might screw all the way back to the one that's in the centre.
that's right.
And put this other one in.
That's
it.
That's exactly what we
Perfect.
thought. The problem with playing that fine yellow to the middle is that the chances are you're going to cannon that other yellow out and then give yourself a really hard last ball. So he's played that well. Just wants to
One-
get nice and easy on
One
the
good
last
positional
yellow.
shot. Pot. And he's out. That's a great shot. Absolutely fucking great shot. You didn't want to be absolutely straight. He's got a little bit of angle to work with here to just stay away from the rail.
Doesn't have to force this at all.
Doesn't have to do too much here. He just has to
Little
play
bit.
through the ball, and it should be nice and sweet.
Oh,
Oh, there you go.
he's just tightened up a little bit.
He
He's
has, yeah.
almost stood up through that shot.
He did, yeah.
He wanted it too bad because he knew that he was going to be on the black regardless of what happened there. And maybe he's giving it a little bit too much pace and the pocket spat it out.
And Rusty's just got to overcome the beers he's had, and he'll be laughing, I reckon.
So he's got the obvious red that's just below the black. He's got the red to the corner.
Yeah, I'd be
That's going to be his opener. How's it played after that? He's got plenty of options for the snooker if he needs it.
He likes screw, as you said.
That's
I
not
don't know if I'd like that. I didn't like that shot, but
No, I think he wouldn't be too happy about that.
well, I think he played for it. He's confident with his next shot, and he's missed
Well,
it. And Kenny,
Because he was the reason I thought he wouldn't be too happy, he's a little bit too close to the cushion. He's cueing across the cushion.
oh no, he didn't.
A straight
Yeah.
shot. Missable. Well,
Oh yeah, I was just saying how many beers you had.
all right, so is he going to try and come up above the black to the bottom right, or is he going to try and
He's
come
playing
across the
bottom,
bottom
so I
to the
think
middle?
he's going to be playing the black to the left-hand centre. He's gone
Well,
too far.
he's
and he's going in off.
found the pocket. Would you Adam and Eve it? Well,
Yeah, well, that's what happens. Sometimes you just try too hard, and
this game should have been won about 3 times. They both had chances, but
anyway, Rusty's
No, it's
going
just,
to.
yeah, Rusty with
Rusty's
two.
won on his reputation here.
well, I just had a look over at Ken. He's looking a little forlorn.
Oh, hello.
He
Hello,
knew he had the
boys.
chance,
Hello,
although
boys. I've got 2 shots. How can I?
think-
How can I muck this up?
I think Rusty's. I think he's shown his last bourbon and coke on that one.
Yeah, I
Here we
think
go.
he-
I
think
reckon he's going to
okay.
play the plant.
I think he's okay.
Red onto red.
He's got 2 shots. He's not too worried. He's 500 up.
I love the way when Rusty's queuing, his bridge hand is
Cut up and
about
sneak
is about
yourself
4
goal.
metres from the cubal.
No chance.
Look at that. Easy. Got 2 on this. Don't think I need them. And there we go.
No luck, Kenny.
Well, that couldn't have been too much
Well done,
tighter.
Rusty. Thanks, boys.
Kenny
Thanks,
is-
Dan.
Kenny, yeah, thanks. That was great. That was unlucky for Kenny. He's become the Jimmy
Thanks,
White of
George.
ACT Paul.